Um, okay, this thing only gives me a few minutes to talk. Like I said, it's on my laptop and everything. I got, this HP Media Smart. It's old, It's an old, program and everything, Old laptop. Anyways, you can make money. Um, for sure, uh, when I started, working for Hogan, no doubt about it, I was in debt. Um, and I was able to pay those debts off and even save some money. That is a positive. It's maybe my videos sound negative and all that on the most for the most part. Okay, I'm just trying to let you know that it's a sacrifice. It is a sacrifice. You want to make the money and stuff, you can make the money. But it's you're gonna have to sacrifice, you know, and you know you might think, well, I'm gonna be able to see that. You will be able to see a lot of the country, but there's a downside or there's a bad side to it. You're not gonna be able to stop nowhere and sightsee. You're all you're gonna do is just drive through, you know, um, cornfields or whatever. Drive through the cities. Baltimore, Maryland. You might see, the Baltimore Ravens. I did. Baltimore Ravens football stadium. I used to drive, through from Earth City, Missouri to Kansas City, Kansas. I would drive every day, see the Kansas City football stadium, Kansas City Chiefs football stadium. You know, was I able to stop and look around, sightsee? No. You know, all you're gonna do is see that's that stuff. That's all you're gonna do. You know, and truck drivers will say, "Well, I've been here." I can say that too. I've been here. I've been there. I seen this and I seen that. I seen the St. Louis Arch. I drove by it several times. You know, I even took pictures of it. You know, was I able to stop and look around? No. You know, but there's some positive things about it. You know what I mean? And but there's also the bad side. There's pros and cons, and this is what I'm trying to, talk about, and stuff. So, but are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to make that sacrifice? You know, if you're not willing to make that sacrifice, and I want you to understand, you know, it is a big sacrifice. Are you willing to make that sacrifice? You know, if you're not willing to make that sacrifice, then don't do it. You know, if you're not going to be willing to be out there, you know, 3 weeks at a time on the road, 10, 11 hours a day, driving 500 miles, 1,000 miles, 1,500 miles, 2,000 miles, 2,500 miles in 70 hours, be away that long don't do it. That's all I gotta say. Just don't do it. You know, it's not and that's how it is. That's how it is. You know, if you think you're gonna like it, if that's what you think you're gonna want to do, and you think you're gonna like it, go ahead and do it. It might be something right up your alley. Also, I want to say that I'm not a truck driver that I'm not a person that likes truck driving. You know, um, I'm a person that because truck driving pays. You know, and you can talk to some other truck drivers. Do you like truck driving? They might say no. You know, they might say no. I don't like truck driving. Why do they do truck driving? Because for the money. You know, it's the only job that pays. More than any other job. You know, McDonald's don't pay as much. Burger King don't pay as much. Any other job, they don't pay as much. You know, I've made thousands and thousands of dollars. Driving a truck. You know, and as an owner operator, I mean, unfortunately I didn't make a lot. Because of the rates. You know, I didn't make a whole lot. It's just um, it's not. But I think if you want to be an owner operator right now at this time, you maybe it might be better for you to lease on to a company. It might be better, you know, not to be an independent owner operator, with your own DOT and MC. It might be better for you to lease on to a company, and you will experience the freedom of being your own boss. But let me tell you something. After you book that load, you're no longer your own boss. You have a boss that is the broker. And you have to understand that after you book that load, it says what time to pick it up and what time you have to drop it off at the receiver. You know, if you don't get there on time, that broker's gonna be calling you constantly, and they can track you too. They have, if you have an app or whatever and stuff like that, like maybe even Landstar, they can even track you, if you have their Landstar One app or whatever. All apps, from brokers, they have a way to track you. You have to enable tracking on their apps. TQL, Uber Freight, whatever. You know, and you have to have a legitimate reason why you didn't make it on time. You had a blowout, or whatever. You had a breakdown, and stuff like that. But even if that happens, boy, and they don't give a crap. And this is something else that I didn't know about that I just learned. If they want to, they can come and send somebody else to take your trailer. That's I learned that's a repower, and they can deliver your trailer. And you better hope that it's not that far, because if it's 200 or 300 miles from your delivery, uh, then you have to drive all that way to go pick up your trailer. You know. Well, I just hope that this helps you. Helps you out. And stuff. You know. Um, Truck driving does pay, and if you have a lot of debts, or if but and you can get out of debt, pretty quick and everything like that, and you can see the country and everything like that. But there, like I said, I mean, there is a con to it, you know.